are you guys? This is the continuation of our quick coding on Java. This will be the part of our discussion. So, well, of course, we'll be using the array again. At the same time, we'll be using the array and dissect the array on how to display the data and how to search the data. So, uh, this is it. Like for example, we want to just for a refresher, we want to create a program that will display the arrays. Okay, in a new way of displaying, it's very simple. We have to what? We have to include the library of the Java program. So, for example, we have import java.io. Okay, import java.util. So I'm just importing this now, just to be ready for whatever what that will happen in this lesson. So we have to put here public, or I'm sorry, public class, let's say data, and then we have here data one. Okay, so we put here public static void main, and we have string args. This is an argument. We have discussed this. If you were not able to know what is the args, please check my previous tutorial. Okay, that's it. So we have here, of course, the public class data one and public data void main, and this is only a refresher on how to create an array. Okay, so if you want to create an array, we can use this modifier, the object. Okay, so in our previous instruction, we are using the different literals just to test the array. For now, we'll be using the object. For example, you have the object x. Okay, and then we have here open and close bracket. So this is your array. Let's open close bracket right there. Okay, and then we put here, let's say 2, 3, 20, and then 100. So we have how many elements? We have 4 elements, and the subscript starts in 0. If you don't know what is a subscript, that is the offset of the elements. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements, and we have the subscript of or the offset of 0 from 1 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you want to display this array, it's very simple. So we need to use the loop for, and then that's the loop. And then we declare again and sync the object to the array object. This will be the target object y. Then we have the x. Okay, that's it. And after that, what will happen? So we have to print it, system.out.println, and then print the array. So we'll have to print not the array, but this one. Then we put the y right here. Don't forget the semicolon. That's part of the syntax. Okay, when we run the program, okay, we run the program right here. Let us wait what will happen. Okay, let us wait what will happen. Okay, so we have here 2, 3, 20, 100. So these are the results. So this is part of the previous discussion. Now, what if we want to search a particular array? It's very simple. We want to search number 2 or number 3, number 20, 100. So how will you do that? It's very simple. Okay, we have to go right here. Let's say we want to search the array. If you want to search the array, it's very simple. All you have to do is to call the arrays and of course the child method using the binary, okay, using the binary search method. Alright. So this is the syntax for that. So what's the syntax for the binary search method? All you have to do is to put the array right here, at the same time, of course, the value that you want to search. So this is the array. At the same time, what is the value? So how will you do that? It's very simple. Declare a variable right here or at the top. Okay. So we have here int. Let's say we have the search value. Alright. So let's say we need to search number 3. Okay. So we have number 3. This is the array right now. Search value. And we need to put another, what you call this, part of it is to display the value in another variable. So we have to use what? Return value. Okay, so we have to return value of, let's say, okay, let us call this binary search using this arrays class. That is the class. This is where we get that using the IO, and part of it is the util. Okay, so arrays. Don't forget the spelling arrays, and then use the binary what? Search. We are using the camel case type here. Okay, so let us use the array value, that is the search value. Okay, and at the same time, the syntax is, oh no, I'm sorry. This is the X. This is where the elements are stored in your array container. And of course, we have the X here. And we need to search the value. Since this is search the value. The value of this is 3. Okay, we already allocated the value of 3 for the search value. So you type here, search, and then you have the value. Okay. Now, if you want to display this thing, it's very simple. System .out .print line, and then result is okay. So we have to put it here. Okay. Oops. And then double quotation. And then plus, you put here the return value. Okay, that's it. So we have the return value right here. Now, when we check the code, of course, let us examine the code. At the top, of course, this is part of the review. This is how we declare the array by means of the object. Okay. And we have here the following subscripts of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we create the loop. This is the new way of creating the loop to display the array. We display the value of y because this is just like pairing of value. We assign a value of the x to y and then print the value of y as array. And the next part is how to search the array. So we declare two variables right here. The search value, we assign 3 here. And at the same time, we create a return value and call the array class. And the array methods, this is the binary search. Okay, wrong spelling. And the syntax is, of course, you put first the array and of course, what value will be search. Okay, search x search value and print the value of the return value. So this is like a matching type. Now, when we run the program, let us run the program and wait what will happen. All right. So we have here the result is 1. Therefore, we have here, of course, y1 because this is the subscript of 0 and this is 1, 2, and 3. So therefore, we found the value. Now, if you change this to, for example, 100, look what will happen. And please check. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. If you run that, the result is 3. That is the subscript of 100, or meaning that is the offset of 100. That is the offset of 3, or subscript of 3 is 100. Okay, so that's how you use the search method, the search program, or the class arrays program to search the data. It's very simple. Okay. For example, again, there is another way to search the data. Okay. We can use a bit, this is not laborious, but again, this is how you search the array using and creating our own method. So what is a method? It's like a function. There are two types of methods, a pre-built-in methods and a customized methods. Pre-built-in methods are part of your Java package. So these are your Java package class. All right. So we will create, a program that will search for the value of this array. Okay. Let's say how to do that. Let us create our method right here at the bottom, or maybe we can put that at the top if you want. So we can create the method at the same time. What is this method? So this method is to search the array. All right. Now instead, we can use also this as part of your Java package. But again, of course, writing a program requires you to use your logic, and of course, this is how you compose your own style to create your program. For example, we have, okay, let us start with the method. We can use static. Okay, it is static because, well, this is part of your class. Okay, part of your class. Static, okay, void. Now we have here static, I'm sorry, int, and then we have to look for find array. So this is our own way of finding the array. So what will be the syntax? Well, we can use the int, and then we have here the array. So this is one of your parameter. Okay, and at the same time we have another variable here. We need to use what? Search or search key. Okay, you can use your own variable. Okay, you have the freedom and liberty to create your own variable. So what's the purpose of this array? So the purpose of this is, of course, this is where we search the array. At the same time, this is where we put the value of the elements inside the array. Now, what's next? It's very simple. The principles of finding the array is to look inside the array and find the length of the array. So we have to look here right here for, and then create our own variable again for int, and then say for int h equals to 0. Okay, you can use your own variable again, and then h is less than or equals to r dot length. Okay, This is to find the fixed length of the array. And at the same time, this is just a battery to move and to find the data by means of incrementing the eighths. All right. Now let us create a condition right here. So what will happen? Because we have two arguments right here. If you notice at the top of the binary search, we have our own what arguments and our own parameter. The first parameter is the array, and the second parameter is the value that we want to search. The same thing right here. The array and the value that we want to search. It's just that we are creating our way, customizing our own array, not relying to the package of the Java program. Can you get the point? Okay. So let's continue. So let's say, for example, okay, uh, if r, or maybe if r, okay, and then use the h. This is where we create a program to search for the array, and then we compare this to the search key. All right. Remember, the search key is your target element inside the array. Okay. Search key, and then what will happen next? So we mean if the data is found, automatically will return the value of 1. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? We will what end the program right here, and of course the option is to return the value of -1. Return -1 means to say it does not exist. Can you get the point? Okay. So let us review again. Okay. Enter. Oops. Enter. All right. So let us review again. All right. So this is how we create a program. Okay. Now we have here, of course, the program. This is where we end our program for our static void. Okay, do not be confused. This is a program where we create our what? This is a program that we create our method to find the array. So we start here with the open statement. Okay, another open statement for the. Okay, do not be confused about the syntax. Okay, what you have to do is to follow the instruction. So we have the open statement. We have here. This is for the if statement, the else statement. Okay, and this is for. Okay, let us arrange this. Let us arrange this. Okay. So there is an overdose of close braces right here. Let us erase this. Okay. So when we run the program, of course, let us wait for the compiler. When you run the program, what will happen? And we have, of course, created our program at the bottom. This is where we search the array. And of course, searching the array is just like, you created two parameters, one for the array and one for the value that you want to search. So this represents, of course, the array that you want to search inside the array container. And we look here to find the fixed length of the array and, of course, compare the value of the AR, what you call this um, statement right here to the search key. If it is found, automatically we return the value of 1. Otherwise, of course, we return the -1. We need to say whatever value that will be searched inside the array to return the value of 1. Okay, can you get a point? Now let's use this in the main program. Okay, so far so good. So we have to create our own array again for this code at the bottom. Okay, don't be confused. All right. So for example, we have here int, and this is how we create the array. For example, ar1 equals 2, and then we have to use the following array examples. Okay, 10, 20, 30, and then we have 2 right here. So this will be used in our what defined and customized methods right here. Okay, so this is akin to the previous example, calling the arrays what you call this class, and of course calling the arrays class method. So this is the array, and this is the search value. So we are creating our own style of doing it, using the method of find array. Well, of course, this is not the real name, but again, you can use your own name, and you create two parameters right here. Parameters composite expression, okay. And after that, what will happen? So we have already created our own array here, our own version of array to be searched. Okay. So in the main program, we will be again declaring the variable interrupt. Okay. Key search 1 equals 2. Let's say we need to search a value of 2. So this will return the value of 1 if the value of 1, meaning to say if it will say 1 automatically, that is found. Okay, now where's that? Okay, and then what will happen? We will use the system dot out dot print line, and then let's say we need to check it, index the array index found. Okay, so plus, and then what will happen is we need to put here. Okay, so we'll be using this method inside the statement of system.out.println. Wrong spelling, sorry for that. And then we need to copy this. Okay, Control C, and then we put it right here, plus return value. Okay, I'm sorry. Oops. This is for here. Okay, and we need to use this here. Okay, plus. Okay, so find array. So what is that array at the top? So we created our own new array at the top. So that is what? AR1. Remember about the AR1 at the top. Okay, this is the AR1, and of course we have the subscript of 0. The value of that is 10. 1, 20, 230, 4, 3, and 2. Okay, then we infuse here the key search 1. Okay, key search 1. All right, that's it. So when we run the program, what will happen? So this will output index found. Okay, 1. All right, that's the answer. All right, so let us check. And then we run the program right here. Let us wait for the compiler. So index found that 1. Mean to say, well, of course, we just found the array here. Okay, in this element, subscript of 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Why? Because we dictate the data program here. If the array is found automatically, if the array matches to the search key, it represents the operand right here. This is the operand with a value of 2. And then at the same time, of course, let us make it bigger. So here, we use the statement of system.out.println, and at the same time, we concatenate, of course, the method for the array. This is the array at the top. Okay. And of course, the search value of it is key search 1. Remember, we declared a variable here, key search 1 equals to 2. So if we put here another data that is which is not in the purview of this array, let's say I will put here 100. Let us check what will happen. So it will return you what? A -1, meaning to say the array is not there. Okay, so that is -1. Look what will happen right here. That is return 1, -1. Can you get the point? So you can play with the code and experiment it. At the same time, please don't forget to share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching.